Okay, so when it looks like they're gonna start the ball, then I want to start looking around elsewhere. Like when they start moving into the into the dance room.
Okay. You know from what people have said about the schedule for today that that's not going to be till after dinner.
I know where dinner's going to be held?
Yes. It's going to be held in the other reception hall that is just below the kitchen, where Alexa is.
Okay. Well, once things slow down.
And actually, Alexa is currently helping the other cook staff set up the dinner in that reception hall dining area.
I probably would have been in there earlier helping set up, tables and stuff, right?
No, that has permanent tables, so they don't need any setup in there.
It would just be wait staff setting up dishes and stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think around, if I notice it's dinner time, I'm gonna try and sneak off.
Does anyone want to do anything before dinner time?
Keeping an eye on that suspect number one and try to point him out to Alond if I can subtly do that.
The server guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And keep an eye on the other Zabrak too, just in case.
So the server guy
took a
full load of people's dishes and then walked off down the hallway towards the kitchen. So he's not in the room anymore.
If I ever see, I might take note of him too.
Do you want to roll perception? You do not notice him.
Alright then. I take every opportunity to bring stuff out to the dining hall.
Okay.
Can I get a way to follow the guy? Make it look like I'm doing whatever I'm supposed to be doing, but
well, you're
such a way
serving
that I
food to
follow.
people, so if you serve everyone all the food you have on your platter, you have to go back to the kitchen to get more food.
Okay.
So yes, at some point you serve all the food that you have, so you can go back to the kitchen if you want.
Yeah, I'll try to look for the guy on the way. Or any others that... any others that fit the, suspect.
Okay, so on the way getting here, you went through the through the dance hall that Akaz is in, but now they have that door closed. So you realize that you don't actually know exactly how to get back to the kitchens.
Oops.
Great. Well, where
you
did
know
they...
that the guy went through this door.
Okay, I'll head that way.
Okay. You see a long hallway with some other staff members walking around in it.
I'll head to the intersection first.
So at this intersection, you see that that the center of the mansion is actually an open space, and there's a pool in it, and all the walls along the inside are all like just giant glass panes. So you can actually see into all the other hallways around this area.
Any sign of my suspect?
Want to roll perception?
Aw, come on.
You do not see him. You see lots of other staff walking around the hallways, though.
Dice, why? I'll head to the other corner. Far corner from where I am. Because I'm pretty sure that's the direction the kitchens are, roughly. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you actually trying to go get more food to carry around, or are you trying to pretend like that's what you're doing?
I'm trying to pretend and look around, and maybe if I don't figure out anything else to do, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, well if you walk into the dining hall, someone will see that you have an empty platter and rush you to the kitchen area where you can get more food.
Yay. Any sign of the guy?
Roll perception.
Come on, Dice. Yay!
So as you're walking into the reception hall, you actually see him coming towards you from over here. And he's carrying nothing now, and he's walking back towards you. Or towards the hallway where you're standing. Alexa, do you want to roll perception again?
Yep. Nope.
Yeah, so you are in here currently on a trip, but you don't see that, and you also don't see Kalani. There are lots of tables full of food in between them and you.
Okay. I think it's time that I change positions. So I'm purposely gonna trip and spill food on myself.
Okay. Everyone else stares at you as the stuff you were carrying clangs to the floor. And then someone else who you've been working there with quickly tries to pull you up and says, "Quick, query before Almera sees you."
Yeah, where's the bathroom? Someplace I can clean up.
Yeah, let's hurry. Let's go this way.
While
And
this
she
is going on,
drags you
can
off this way.
I try to
Can I make one more
head
perception
towards
check as I'm
the
running through?
suspect?
Yeah. Yeah, your acquaintance is sort of trying to shield you from view, so she's sort of obstructing any chance you might have of seeing other things.
Bummer.
Well, okay, while this is going on, can I see how the suspect is reacting to this? And two, can I slip away and try to follow him depending on what he's doing.
So the suspect completely does not notice anything going on and just keeps walking, and then passes you and walks into the hallway.
Can I slip away after him?
You can roll stealth.
Yay! No.
Ouch!
I don't know. I didn't see the roll yet. Is it a natural one or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll acrobatics.
Should I re-roll that?
It's up to you.
He can't tell you the result until you decide whether to re-roll or not.
This is true.
Odds are high that you would have done that.
Okay. wait.
Seriously!
Wow.
Oh, the dice hate me now.
So you sort of walk into the dining hall. You see the Zabrak, then he walks past you, and you sort of pause for a second, and then you try to turn around and sort of stick close to the wall and go after him. But the clothes that you're wearing are unfamiliar, and they're sort of tight because they're still not quite the right size for you. So you fall, and as you're falling, you sort of reach out to the wall to try to steady yourself, and then you grab hold of a painting, and it falls off the wall.
Uh-oh.
You fall into the ground, and the painting falls on top of you. So you're right here at the entrance of that hallway. The painting was on the wall of the hallway.
I think I'm in trouble.
Yeah, the Zabrak and some of the other people in the hallway turn and look at you. And most of them just sort of stare in horror. And some of them like snicker, and then people just walk away. Although one of them walks up to you from your left. It's another Ventuinian. And he says, "Yeah, you might want to get that painting back up on the wall before Mara notices."
I scramble to do so and, not freak out. Desperately trying not to freak out.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a 1d4, and if it's a 1, that means the painting got broken. Okay, the painting is still intact.
Yay!
So you and the other guy get it back on the wall, and with your height, you're easily able to reach up and get it back onto the wall.
I'm going to try to walk away. Get out of here. Preferably in the direction that the Zabrak guy went, but, trying to get away.
Okay, wanna roll perception? Okay, you see that the Zabrak is now through the glass. You see he's now over here. So you can go down the hall after him.
Yes.
Okay. You do that. And meanwhile, Lexa has been led to this room, where her friends left her, or her friend/acquaintance left her to go get back to work. She left you in there. there are some like extra uniforms and a refresher and things in this room.
Okay, I change out the apron with something clean, and then I start making my way in the opposite direction of the dining hall.
Okay, so if you are walking on these hallways, you see a lot of people. You also probably see Pakaz maybe walking back and forth carrying some stuff that are setting up the dance hall. Is there somewhere in particular you're trying to get to?
How much of the household, the layout, do I know?
You know, that like the very bottom right, but not all, everything that's covered, that's part of that is like the personal residences. And you know all of these rooms that you can see. And then like the rooms that are up to the top left are more like private rooms that you haven't been in before. Including that red one that's actually partially revealed. You've never been in that one.
Do I have any idea where
It's
like
now
a
invisible.
control room is, or do I have enough information to be like, if I was a thief, where would I be?
Yeah, you know that this room right here is the security center.
Okay, and then I want to carefully walk over there, but keeping alert constantly of who's coming and going, and kind of stealth my way there because I don't really want to be stopped and asked what I'm doing. But at the same time, I don't want to look too suspicious.
Okay. There were other clothes in there besides just like the kitchen apron clothes. There's also like some waiter uniforms and also like the worker uniform that Pakaz has if you want to change clothes to not look like a cook staff.
Okay, sure. I'll change to waiter.
Okay, now you have the same red and gold tuxedo waiter outfit. And you begin making your way to the security station. So, Aelond, what have you been doing?
Gauging the crowd, trying to see what's going on, wondering what happened with Kalani. Probably will want to take some perception rolls. I've also been interacting with the crowd, trying to make sure they've got food and all this jazz.
Yeah, so you saw Kalani walk down the hallway. You also see the Zabrak gasp that she noticed before. And as you go throughout the crowd, you hear general gossip. You hear some people talking about, oh, did you see on the news what happened at the surprise round last night? And general stuff like that. You also actually hear a couple of people mention a dealer trying to sell a Jedi artifact. And you hear some rumors about a space shipment of Sansana spice going missing recently in some mysterious circumstances.
While I'm moving stuff and setting stuff up, do I see Zariana down the hallway? Or walking down the hallway by me? Like as I go to the room.
Yeah, I'd say you're spending like 80% of your time walking down that hallway. So yes, you see her.
I'm walking back with empty hands. I get her attention and say, "Do you know where the bathroom is? I've just been hired on. I don't know quite where it is just yet."
Yes, it's back there. Just a little bit down, and then it's the first door on your left.
Can you ping the general direction you're pointing? I say thank you and I go through that bathroom. Or I go to see if it is a bathroom.
Yeah, so this is the room that Alexa was just in cleaning up. So there's refreshers in here. There's also extra uniforms and things.
Are there any uniforms that, aside from waiter, from the ones that I might have seen any waiters or kitchen staff walking around in, if I had the chance to see any of that?
Yeah, there are like cook staff and waiters and the servant uniform that you're wearing. That's it. Was Aeland doing anything else? I think we just sort of skipped off of Aeland.
Yeah, Aeland was wondering, would my knowledge of the Hornet help me identify him, or is it just general knowledge? He's a Zabrak who does this, and generally works alone.
What was your roll before? I think it was like a 26 or something.
Something like that, I think.
Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna
past.
say you don't know any specific details of his appearance.
Alright, in that case, I'll keep an eye on this Zabrak and make sure he's truly a guest and not, Mr. Hornet.
Okay, well, I mean,
But I guess you do know that he's like an Iridonian Zabrak. I think if I'm remembering my Zabraks correctly, so that means he's like the Darth Maul kind, not basically he's like the dark side Tor version, not the light side Tor version. He doesn't have like human colored skin with just like swirly marks. He's got like painted tattoos and colored skin.
Is this one that kind of Zabrak?
Yes.
Okay, then I will definitely tell this guy and just keep an eye on him.
Okay, and Ajax, what have you been doing?
Well, looking around for anything suspicious. Trying to make it kind of look like I'm looking around a lot, because, I'm a bodyguard, but also trying to make it look like I'm looking for people, someone in particular. And if Block ever comes by again, I want to talk to him.
Okay, well, this is like a couple hours, or like an hour maybe in, and believe it or not, there are still guests arriving, so he's still greeting guests in the foyer. The room that you're in is like there's like a giant door into the foyer, so you can see into the foyer. And actually, Dirk has refused to move to any other room because he wants you to keep watching the entrance to make sure no one's coming in. So, yeah, you've had an excellent view of all the people coming into the mansion. And he also sort of occasionally pesters you whenever he sees a bodyguard saying, "Oh, maybe that person could be my bodyguard." Maybe we should go talk to that person. So he's also been walking around talking to people who have bodyguards.
Yeah, I've kind of been asking him, like, how he got started in insurance and whatnot. Small talk things to be distracting.
Okay, he'll tell you details about his life that he clearly knows.
At this point, I kind of want to ask over the comms. How's everybody doing? Anyone see anything?
Wait, can I roll perception to see if I noticed anyone suspicious coming in the door here?
Sure.
Either of the Zabrak variety or of the I'm going to kill you crazy Rancor people variety. Or of the Sith variety. Also looking for Sith.
Well, you have seen a lot of people in very trying to look imposing and wealthy and powerful, and some people wearing robes and such, but not really anything that would give them away as an obvious mobster or Sith. You have seen the same Zabrak that the others have seen. He's been in your room a couple times. And you also saw, actually a different Zabrak, who's currently in your room. You saw him when he came in the door and was greeted warmly by Block. So he's now in your room, talking
But
to
it
some
seems
other
like
people.
he was like an unknown guest.
Yeah, from what it seemed like he was a known guest.
I will stare at him and see what he would, if he notices me, what he does.
Okay, roll perception.
It's gonna be one of those days.
Yep.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah, the dice have been crazy today.
You see that he notices you staring, and you see him like trying to not notice, like pretend like he didn't notice that, but you can sort of tell that he noticed.
Yeah, after that I'll look away because I know he saw me looking, but like I'll just occasionally try and keep tabs on him to see what he's doing, while still mainly watching the door.
Okay, the moment I entered this room, I'm gonna assume you said that what you said over comms pretty soon after that, right? Zariana?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna check the room. Is there anyone in the room?
Okay, I mean, if I get a 1, there's someone else in the room. Nope.
I'm going to watch the door while I do this and move away from it a little bit so I'm not and keep my voice down and say any particular reason you pointed me into this room? A uniform that would be less conspicuous wandering around anywhere?
You asked where the bathroom was.
Okay. Well then, that works, yes. Okay.
How was I supposed to know you meant something covert?
I just wanted an excuse to leave what I was doing. But that's okay. I understand. Are there any other doors into this room?
Not that I know of.
Oh, I was asking, did you
Roll perception. only see one door.
I'm glad I put a skill point into that. Okay, I'm just gonna try and be sneaky and move out and see where she is and try and keep up with her without looking suspicious. And I believe that also falls under stealth.
Did you keep your stealth field generator on under your clothes?
I mean, I want to say yes, but I dumped pretty much everything except like 3 items. Like
Oh yeah, you
2.
said you
Yeah.
jumped everything. Okay.
I was thinking about it like that, but still, I didn't want a chance that they search me or something. It's just better safe than sorry. So yeah, I'm just gonna stealth. And try and, tag along with her wherever she goes. Because I figure if she's out here not where she belongs, then something's going on. Then she's starting to do something she probably knows better than me when to start looking around.
I ask over the comms again. How is anyone else doing? Have they seen them? Have you seen anyone suspicious? Anyone matching his description? And as I ask this, I just casually go up to the edge of each of these hallways and just look down them, just making note of who's there. And I try and make it look like I've got purpose.
Yeah, in all the hallways you just see just general servants. Although as you come to this intersection, you see out of the security room, you see someone come out who's dressed in like security garb. And he comes out of the room.
I quickly turn around.
Okay. You want to roll stealth or deception?
Let's go with deception.
Okay. You just sort of blend in and he doesn't take any special notice of you. And he walks off. Down the hall towards the kitchens and the blue room and everything. Mikaz is out in the hallway. I guess at this point.
Just saw what Ayland wrote, so I'll just respond that. He's a Zabrak male. Likely has tattoos and sword around his face. I don't really know. He just look for somebody who's a Zabrak male who's shady and not exactly wanting attention.
Aelin responds over comms. I currently have a Irodoni.
Do you you know more than that a little bit? It was in your current situation handout from the last session.
Oh, let me check that.
Oh, sorry. I thought you just were keeping that to yourself.
Well, I want them to find him, so no.
Okay. Well, I'll just say what it says. It says, he's of average height and build, but he has a distinguishing scar across his right eye.
I see that now. Look for a scar across the right eye.
Alright, lass. And does this Zabrak have a scar across his right eye that I'm tailing?
Roll perception.
My, what beautiful eyes you have.
You do not see a scar.
What about the guy that I was looking at?
Do you want to roll perception? You also didn't see a scar.
Can I recall anyone among the service staff that was at Zabrak? Not necessarily whether or not they had a scar, that'd be too detailed.
Yeah, there. When you were all setting up and stuff, there weren't any Zabrak among the serving staff.
And what about the server that I've been trying to tail? And not that went too well, but
I don't think you were looking at his eyes at that point.
I got a nat 20. I got a nat 20 perception.
That was on the whole room, though. It's not like you notice every facial feature about everyone in the room.
Father.
So you don't know that he doesn't have a scar.
And what is going on with me anyway?
Oh yeah, we should do you. Okay, you are back over here.
Okay, where'd the guy go?
When you get there, you actually no, because it's all glass. So you actually saw as you were walking over there that he actually started walking up this hallway.
Where?
Up the hallway that you're standing in. Like he walked up instead of down. So you can see that he's like right here now.
Yeah, definitely suspect number 1. I'll... Can I... Can I, get on my comms surreptitiously?
Sure.
I've got a suspect over here that's acting kind of shifty to me.
Can you bring him down into the hole near me?
How do I do that?
I don't know. Spill a drink on him or something. We need to get a look at his face.
So do you head after him?
Yeah.
Okay. By the time you get back to the reception hall, you're like, you've been walking quickly. He's not, but he's also been walking pretty quickly. So he's at the opposite side of the reception hall, going into the kitchen. Wait, what? I thought Picasso was stealthed.
I was, but I mean, you say I'm stealth, but I'm in the hallway. That's not stealthy at all. I mean, the idea
Wait,
was
but you can
trying
walk.
just...
Well, you got such a
The
high
idea
stealth
is
roll
seeming
that I was just
nonchalant
saying
out
you were
of the
sort
way,
of like hiding along the hallway. Because these hallways looks like completely barren, but they're full of like tables with like faces and other things on them. So it's possible to be like hiding in the hallway, especially if you're short.
True, but if I'm moving back and forth along this hallway and I can just break off by saying I need to go to the bathroom again, to someone who I have an idea anyways for that. But the point is, you know, if someone does find me sneaking around, that's just not good. It's better until I'm needed or something, or I find a better situation to sneak off and look for the vault. And I'm going to just keep going back and forth working, especially if there's already someone sneaking around. Don't need more people to get caught.
Okay. So they've almost finished setting up the dining hall at this point. I mean the dance hall where you're setting up.
Do I overhear anyone talking about what we're going to be doing next?
Yeah, you know from that it's almost time for dinner.
Yeah, but what would the service
what
staff
will you be doing next? You will be going to help clean up. Well, after you finish the dance hall, which probably take the next half an hour more, you're going to be helping all of the waiters clean up the first reception hall that Alond is in, while everyone is eating dinner.
Have I heard anything?
Here.
You're moving where? Okay. Oh, well, you guys, while you were in the hallway, you saw that the guy who was the security-looking guy went into the room where you were in, that blue room. Forgot to mention that.
What did he look like?
He was just wearing like security guard outfit.
What race was he?
Oh, he was a Ventuinian.
What is that again?
That's like a near humanoid denizen of the planet.
Ah. Okay, well, yeah, I just go about my business again then.
Okay, at this point, they start telling the guests to head into the dining hall for dinner. So people generally...
Yeah, am I able to get a better look at this particular Zabrak now that they're funneling out?
Do you want to go up to him and offer him food, or like stand by the door and watch him as he like walks out, or
Stand closer to the door and watch him walk out. Mostly like trying to be inconspicuous, but get a good look at his face if I can.
Okay. Roll perception. Yeah, you don't see a scar. You notice that he has like pale yellowish skin and like dark orange tattoos, and they're like pretty much all over his face, including around his eyes, but you don't see any scar.
Okay, then after he goes by and whatnot, I get a chance to kind of break away from the door. I let everybody know over comms. No scar on the face. Does have some tattoos, particularly yellow, and whatever else you said.
Okay, Ajax, do you want to roll perception?
Yes.
Okay, you see that, eventually, like, right before they announce dinner, like, the stream of guests stops. So Block sort of moves into the room, and then as people start heading out for dinner, the other Zabrak, who's still in the room, actually goes over and talks with him. And then Dirk says, "Oh, we should probably get a good seat, probably in a corner somewhere with our backs to the wall. So we want to get there before all the good spots are taken."
Alright, let's go.
I also want to know if I hear any mention of, gossip or anything among the workers about his collection, or, just anything of note, maybe where his collection would be, anything that would give me a hint at where it would be. I don't necessarily think they would be talking about where it is.
Do you want to say anything about a collection?
No.
No, you don't. Okay, then you don't hear anything. Most of them are new hires, and they're just talking about working here and trying to get stuff that's very heavy moved in a very short amount of time.
I think I move some heavy stuff, and I use the force to make it lighter than it should be for me. And I look exceptionally strong for some reason.
Sneaky.
Okay, so the guests are making it their way to the reception hall by going this way, where I've just moved Atrac and his person, Dirk. And there's like a room that's sort of like a little bit open. It has a lot of glass again. It's almost like a greenhouse, but it's not like hot. There's just like it's like a vivarium. There's like a lot of plants growing and stuff, and it overlooks the path that leads to the lake. And okay, so Kalani, did you like walk to the kitchens after the guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you get to the kitchen, you see him standing in the left corner, waiting for someone to fill up like a wine glass full of some sort of drink.
I'm going to see if I can see a scar.
Okay, so do you how do you go about doing that?
I don't know. Trying to get closer.
Okay, he's like in the corner of the kitchen. There's countertops all along the corner, and then there's also like island sort of long rows of countertops with different like burners and things on them. So he's like in a corner of countertops, and he's like facing the wall, and there's like a cook there helping him pour this drink, and there's people moving around to other places. So if you just sort of walk up to him while he's sitting in the corner, that's definitely going to be noticeable.
Yeah.
Always bump into him.
And are you trying not to be seen? You should roll stealth.
Okay.
Okay, the cooks are also busy milling around still, preparing now the desserts, that no one notices you standing there.
I think I'll move kind of obliquely, if possible. I'm confused about the layout and stuff. I'm lost already, but until he moves, then I can get a better look at him.
Okay, so as you sort of walk a little bit into the kitchen, he now has a full glass of whatever drink in his hand, and he turns and walks back to the door pretty hurriedly.
Can I see him then?
Yes. So you want to roll perception? Okay. You see that he has a scar, but it's on his left eye.
I am going to follow him.
Okay.
And whenever I can, I'm going to say into the comms that this one has a scar on his left eye.
On his left, you're sure?
Pretty sure.
Best to try and scope him out anyway. Is there some way you can isolate him into a room by himself? That you could perhaps get the jump on him?
I don't know. I'm not exactly good at that sort of thing.
Is he in any sort of position where you could, I don't know, smash a food tray against him or run into him? Something harmless.
Great. I'll try. Kareth, help.
Okay, so at this point he's gone back into the reception hall. So you sort of, I guess, walked a little bit after him. And so now the reception hall is filling with people. They're all sitting down at tables. And he's looking around. Like he's looking like he's trying to find someone or something in the crowd. And also, Ajak and Dirk are there. And Ajak is being asked where the most dispensable spot to sit would be. Since it seems like there are hallways leading into all four corners of the room.
Hold on a second, let me do a knowledge tactics. Oh, that's not good. Just the worst possible spot in the room. In the center of the room.
Let's sit right here next to these giant glass windows. No, what you know is, yeah, let's not, you just say, I think it'd be good not to sit by the windows. So you just go and sit here, as far away from the entrances as possible.
But what about ease of escape, man?
Actually, over here. Far away from the doors where the other patrons are coming through.
You should have just made a decision. That's for when you don't have any idea tactics.
But I like rolling.
And Alon is being herded by some of the other people to go clean up some of the stuff. Alon, do you want to roll perception?
Sure.
Okay, you notice another Zabrak that you hadn't seen before finish talking with Block, and then Block sort of like points him towards the upper door, and he starts walking that way.
Does this Zabrak have the collected knowledge of what Hornet looks like, or?
He is an Iridonian Zabrak. I don't know what the collected knowledge of, what does that mean?
It means, what I know, the Iridonian one, and also what Lexa has told me, which is that he's got a scar over his right eye.
Skin color.
Oh, you don't see
that?
the scar. But you also, you only see his back, because he talks with his back to you and then starts walking away as you're in the left doorway, so you don't see his face.
Okay.
Okay, Pakaz, you are now being asked to help clean up also with Aland in that reception hall area. In the
Okay.
foyer.
And right after that, ask for if I may know where the bathroom is. I quietly walk up to the person who made the announcement. Afterwards, I apologize for being new.
So you asked the guy who told you to go help clean up where the refresher is?
Yes.
Okay. He gives you some complicated instructions that would point back to that same blue room that you were in before. And he's like, that's where the servant refresher is.
Can I look down some of these halls and like see where these rooms go to?
So, I will use that
Um,
excuse to go off towards the bathroom, and I ask him to tell me how to get to the dining hall once I get back to this big room.
The dining hall where all the people are eating?
Or no, the place where we're going to.
Oh,
Clean
the
up.
place we're gonna clean up, okay. So, which rooms are you trying to look into, Lexa?
Well, I had said I went down that hall.
Right. All over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the red room to your right is like a private lounge area. That's where Aland and Kalani were practicing their waiter techniques. And the room below you is like an offshoot of the dance hall, so it's like a private little mini dance area. Or at least that's what it's currently set up for. It has like a couple large like statues in the middle as well.
Alright, not terribly interesting. Then I want to move.
Oh, and also while you were walking around, probably you saw the security guard guy come back out of the room, the blue room, and then walk back towards the security room.
Okay, then I want to go back towards where the security room is, but go in the opposite direction of where the door is.
Okay, so then you just end up down here, which is still where some of the other servants who are doing Picasso's job are moving around.
Okay, can I get a look at them?
Yeah, roll perception.
I imagine this is all happening before.
Yeah, you see no Zabrax.
Alright, then I just keep going through and casually looking in, trying to determine what each of these rooms go.
Okay, this is a library to your left there. And then this room to your left is locked. And you've never been in there.
Is there a keypad next to it that might indicate where it goes?
Yeah, there's a keypad on the door. But the door has no like window and there's no label or anything.
Oh.
There are also like no servants walking around in this area.
I kind of want to try hacking it, but I'm afraid to.
Okay, you can contemplate that, and we'll go back to Kalani.
Yay.